Hey guys, Rob here. In today's video, I'm going to teach you a very powerful marketing and sales lesson. A lesson which I wish somebody would have taught me years ago, because it's one of those things that it's obvious now I know it. But like a few years ago, you know, when you're a bit more lost in it, it's difficult to pick up. And this is something which I see most 90% of people, I'd say 90% of people who are selling something make this mistake. And it's the reason why this right here, only 2 spots left, I can only take 2 more clients, doesn't work effectively unless you have the right ingredients to it. So let's just get straight into it. So what's this called right here? This is called scarcity, right? Scarcity. Okay, and what scarcity is a very powerful persuasion technique. When something is scarce, and something's seen as a scarce resource, people generally want it more. Now, that's just a high level. It's got a bit more to it than that, but people just take it face value. And if they've got a business, they generally tend to apply this scarcity tactic everywhere. In fact, when I scroll down on LinkedIn and look at like content posts and things, I see tons of coaches, tons of consultants, tons of different service providers, all doing this here. I've only got 2 more spots left on my coaching program. I've only got 2 more spots left, for clients. If they're a service provider, they're like, we are almost at capacity. We can't take another big company on. You know, we can only take 1 more on. And it goes on and goes on and goes on. And basically it doesn't work. At least majority of the time it doesn't work, but nobody can figure out why. This is a powerful persuasion technique. Why doesn't this work, right? Well, I'll tell you why it doesn't work. Okay, because for scarcity to work and other persuasion techniques to work, you actually need to have a desire for the problem to be solved. So, for instance, there needs to be a problem that is painful enough that it needs solving for something like scarcity to work. If I was to apply scarcity to anything, like a lot of these coaches do, or consultants or business owners, they apply scarcity to something. And nobody actually wants the product in the first place. So telling people that there's not much left of it or there's little supply of it, people just don't care, right? It's like me saying that, you know, I've got only 2 packs of spaghetti left. Who cares, right? And this is exactly the thing that people actually get wrong. They think that just because they apply scarcity to it or urgency, you must buy now, that people are more likely to buy. But what's even more important is the foundation of having a problem that needs to be solved and needs to be solved well. So for instance, let me put this in an example for you. You've got the first example there of, you know, me using scarcity on spaghetti. Nobody gives a damn, right? Who cares, right? There's only 2 packs left, nobody cares, right? Now, let's picture this, right? Now, let's picture how much more powerful this is. You're out in like the open world, you're not indoors, right? You're outside, right? And it is raining heavily, really heavy. You know, when it comes down, it's kind of like monsoon rain and like you get soaked through. You're just in a t-shirt, right? And you're walking down the street, you're like, I'm getting so wet, you're absolutely soaked. Picture how cold and wet that is, right? And then you see a store, you walk past a store or like a stall with somebody selling things, and somebody is selling this waterproof jacket there, right? And on the window, it says, only 2 of these left in stock, right? Now, how much more powerful is that, right? Having the need and the desire to actually, you know, have something, and you have a problem that needs solving, and the solution is only limited, right? The solution's only limited. There's only 2 more of these left. It's far more powerful. Like, you're more likely to buy. So again, like, let's say, you know, you visit, say you visit Amazon, right? And you just picture in your head something that you want from Amazon. Maybe it's a book you've kept your eye on for a while. You know, maybe it is, I don't know, like something tech related, right? And what happens is you log on to Amazon one day and you say, only 3 of these items left, all right? And after these are sold out, this item will never be made again, right? There's only 3 left, and once it's sold out, it'll never be made again. Now you're more likely to buy it, right? Because that is scarcity, and that's when it's applied right. So if you're running a coaching, a consulting, or service providing business, what I would say is that you really need to make these persuasion tactics like genuine. For instance, I'm going to open up like a LinkedIn program in a few weeks. It's going to have some amazing content on LinkedIn about like how you can generate leads and how you can, do all this, do the whole thing, get clients drawn to you and also find ideal clients as well. And there's a lot of things in there which haven't actually I've not seen discussed on other people's content, a lot of like tricks and strategies. Now, and this isn't for me to apply scarcity, but I actually want to take that first initial group of people, like just a small group of people I want to take in initially, right? To make sure everyone's getting results, make sure everything's working as it should be, make sure, there's everything just goes smoothly, right? And I can only do that if I take a small group of people, because I can't spend all my time and energy with everyone, right? If it's a large group of people and I can't make sure I'm working with people. Now that right there is genuine scarcity, right? I only want a small group of people. But the problem is that people also try and apply scarcity to something which there is an abundance of. And then it comes across as fake scarcity, and it's inconsistent with like the brand, and it makes people also, it puts people off. I've seen it before, where people are like, only 3 left of this product. And I'm like, it's a digital product, right? It's an ebook. How's there only 3 left? I know how ebooks work, like there's infinite numbers, right? Whereas my own time's going into this is genuine scarcity. So what I would say as well is if you're in the marketing world or, in the sales world, or you're trying to sell your service, there's so much distrust around at the moment because everyone's kind of moved online. Everyone is fishing in the same ocean, right? Only use scarcity or like these powerful persuasion techniques if it's a real reason, if it's genuine. If there isn't a real reason, right, don't use it, okay? And then start working out like if actually your service is being pitched in a way which is good enough to solve the problem. So think back to the waterproof jacket here. I paid a lot of money for this jacket. Like this waterproof jacket, taking it outside into like the world when it's rainy, right? Or there's only 2 jackets left and there's lots and lots of rain. So think about things like this. Think about that example, and then also think about like where, the spaghetti example as well, where like nobody wants to buy dried spaghetti because there's only 2 left, right? Unless, right, you're making spaghetti bolognese that night, and you are making that night, and you've already got your minced meat, you've already got it cooking, right? And you've realized you've run out of spaghetti. Then the desire is bigger, right? The desire is way, way bigger. Right? It goes up like that, right? So the desire needs to be high, and the need needs to be high, and it also needs to match the level of pain that needs to be solved. And that's when you can apply urgency or scarcity to push the people who are on the fence over the edge. And that's how you do it. I've charged people a lot of money for this advice, but I just see it so common now. I feel like I should start talking about this advice actually a bit more, because people obviously don't get it, right? And you should always be genuine with these things. So I hope you really enjoyed that. Let me know if you really did. And in the top comment below this video, I've also put some training, some free training you can do, you can use to actually get some leads from LinkedIn. You should check it out. It's helped a lot of people so far. So let me know what you think of it. All right, take care.